She go, hold on, 1 second.
Right.
Yo, you know what she does though?
What?
She climbs in the window.
What?
She climbs in the drive-through window, so I'm gonna make it myself.
Get the out of here. She tripping, man.
She climbs in the drive-through. Wait, did you ever thought about climbing in the window?
No. Nah.
She climbed in the window, said, I'm gonna make it myself. And I'm sitting there like, I can't believe it. Now, and you had to watch it, because they got the picture. Somebody took pictures, filming the video.
Right.
She got a dress.
Right.
First of all, how do you fit in that window?
How old is that? Because she got to be like the second or third one that done this.
I don't know, but I'm like, is the food that good that you got to climb through the window?
No, you're not supposed to fry carbohydrates. You're not supposed to fry carbohydrates. It forms a chemical. I guess that chemical's starting to take effect.
I'm sitting like, but is it that deep that you can't wait an extra 10, 15 minutes for your food?
Man, look.
So they got her behind the grill, like trying to cook, but she don't know what's going on.
She actually started cooking, bro.
Yeah, she actually started. But it was a friendly team. They was laughing, so nobody got violent. That was why it's a cool story. Nobody got violent.
She said, "I'll make it myself."
But she didn't know what she was doing. She was like, "Did somebody train me on how to?"
Well, it is a billion serves, so.
She said, "Today is my first day of training."
Man, look, they putting something in the food.
I had to laugh about that when I seen it.
And they not cutting a check neither, so.
Yeah,
that was a giveaway.
I'm just like, of all the things, I never heard that before.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, man.
I'm
not surprised.
I've been wanting to do that though, but I know I can't fit through nobody's. I probably can't fit through nobody's window.
I mean, I went as far as walking up to the window, but nothing in my mind said jump through the window or climb through the window.
Right.
Nothing. No. Hey, kudos to her, man.
I was just like, that's the same, man.
It can be good once in a while, though.
Yeah.
It can be good once in a while.
But, something happening in Connecticut that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this person need the brakes beat off of them.
Okay.
For me to say that, this got to be serious. I'm a peaceful guy.
Some may say, but go ahead.
Everybody knows I'm peaceful.
Yeah, okay.
But so he's in one of them dollar stores, and he holds the door from like two women,
right?
And they didn't say thank you, so he got mad. Pulled his gun out on them for not saying thank you. I just feel like the neighborhood need to beat the brakes off of him.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah, and this is in Connecticut.
Okay. All right. Before I even speak, go ahead. Finish breaking it down.
Go ahead. You feel like I feel like the neighborhood should pull him out of his house. I won't condone violence on the show.
But why, though? Explain why.
First of all, why are you pulling out a gun on two innocent women?
Are they really that innocent?
For not holding the door. Now, be careful what you say on the show for you about to go your little bag.
I don't care, bro.
I know you don't care, but I'm just saying, be careful. Because they didn't hold the door for him.
Okay.
No, I said it backwards. He held the door. They didn't say thank you.
Okay.
For him holding the door.
Yeah, they were being ignorant.
That's fine.
They were being highly ignorant.
So he pulled his gun out.
I mean, I wouldn't went as far as pulling the gun out.
That's my point. That's my point.
Metaphorically, I would have. In my mind, I would have been like, oh, okay.
Well, now he's charged for branding a firearm. He wasn't licensed. So he all jammed up now. But I think, put it this way, if somebody did it to somebody in your family, you definitely beating the brakes off of them.
I'm just saying I felt his anger because it's some ignorant people out there.
I don't care if you
don't say hello. I hate when people get in my car and hello, and they just.
I don't care if you don't. If I hold the door for you and you don't say thank you, I don't care.
I do.
That's the problem. We care.
I do.
We too sensitive around here.
It ain't sensitivity. It ain't got nothing to do with sensitivity. I mean, what's your problem? I mean, why do you got the whatever stuck up your anal to the point where somebody gives you a nice gesture and you can't, react to the gesture? Like if someone says hello, saying hi back. If someone says, Thank you, saying welcome back. If someone opens the door for you, because people don't have to be generous. We already live in a world where there's no humanity, and then the moment a little bit of generosity is shown, people like that wants to shun on it. So, I mean, I don't agree with him pulling the gun out on him, but I understand his anger.
You're angry for that?
Yes, very angry.
For somebody not saying thank you?
Yeah, because it's ignorance. It's ignorance.
So
I'm not no doorman.
So people like you got road rage then?
No, I'm not nobody's doorman
or
doormat.
So somebody cut you off driving, you get upset?
Nah.
If somebody
nah.
If somebody doesn't let you go, or you let somebody go and they don't wave their hand and say thank you or beep, you don't get upset?
No, because I've learned to control myself.
It don't sound like
Once upon a time I got upset, but now I've learned to have self-control. But what really bothers me is when it's an obstacle and I got my left turn signal on and you're behind me and you see I got my left turn signal on and I'm trying to brake and then you all of a sudden just shoot around me. What's that all about?
Are you gonna get mad? Don't pull your gun out?
No, I'm not.
But
it's gonna make me angry though.
That's gonna make you angry?
Yes, it's ignorance.
Some of y'all need to just meditate, man. I get
ignorance.
I get mad over a lot of stuff, man. It's an angry world we live in.
If someone opens the door for me, I'm saying thank you. That's just the type of person I am. I just don't know what's wrong with people when people show just nice, peaceful gestures that you can't respond to that.
I don't disagree with that, but do you pull your gun out?
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on. Before you ask the question, do you pull your gun out?
No, I would never pull my gun out.
So the issue is not about being mad. Mm-hmm. The issue is not about how you feel. Mm-hmm. The issue is about, would you pull your gun out if somebody didn't say thank you for holding the door?
No.
Right. See, that's what I want to stick to, because that is an issue. Mm-hmm. And so you don't feel like the person needed brakes beat off on him for that?
No.
For pulling a whole gun out?
No. He's already getting his penalty. He already facing his consequences. That's why we have laws in place. He's facing his consequences. He made a mistake. I'm pretty sure if he had thought it over again, that he wouldn't have did it. I'm pretty sure he's sitting there going, I can't believe I did that.
So because I know you and who you are,
right?
If a woman in your family told you that story happened to her,
right?
I really doubt you're gonna be this calm. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, you got me on that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna be a hypocrite.
To understand that woman they have family and things.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. You're right. If you look at it that way, yeah.
The brakes are getting beat.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why I gotta go through these lists of measures.
But it does bother me that it's people out in the world like that, though.
Yes, but again, like you said. Like I put.
You could help somebody. I could come down, see a lady, she's struggling with her kids, got 20 bags, and I help her put all her bags in the trunk, and I walk away, and she'll say absolutely nothing.
Does the gun come out?
No.
That's my point.
But is she ignorant or not?
I don't care about that. I'm just talking about pulling the gun out. That's the issue.
You don't care about the ignorance.
No.
Yeah, you just care about the gun.
Right.
He went way overboard.
And that's all I want. That's all I want.
Yeah, he went way overboard pulling the gun out on women, but damn. I still feel his pain, though.
Meanwhile, Brittany Griner still, in the news again. She's stuck in Russia. And Roy Jones Jr. he's now offering to use his sports image to get her back.
If that was Tom Brady over there, would he have been home a long time ago?
No.
Yeah, right.
Tom would have been sitting there too.
Yeah, okay.
Tom would have been in jail signing autographs. You kidding me? They ain't letting him.
Okay.
He'd been signing autographs.
Had it been LeBron James or Steph Curry or any of them NBA stars, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
But do you know why Roy Jones offered to go and get her?
Why?
Because he has dual citizenship of Russia and America, which we didn't know.
Right.
So now he has, using his Russian relationships,
right,
him being a citizen,
right,
and they having conversations on trying to get her.
With Roy?
Roy Jones.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He even knew he had Russian citizenship.
Goodness gracious, man. Goodness.
So he feels though sports figure, he want to try to bring her home.
I'm trying to be like that when I grow up, man.
Well, it's too late unless you got dual citizenship. You got to be born with it.
Oh, we was born with it, that thing? How that work? Because I don't know what the dual citizenship thing is, to be exact.
Yo, I don't know how.
I know what dual is. Dual is two. I know what that means, but dual citizenship. Explain that to our audience.
I'm gonna explain it to you.
Okay.
To you.
Oh, so I'm the only one that don't know.
Yes.
He's lying. He's lying. Okay, go ahead.
A dual citizen. Do you know what a citizen is?
Us. We're citizens.
All right. What makes you a citizen?
What you mean? What makes me a citizen?
Why are you a citizen?
What do you mean? Why am I a citizen? I'm a citizen of the United States of America because I'm not an independent. I'm under the Constitution.
No. Where you going?
Exactly.
What are you talking about? No, a citizen means you're born in the United States.
Okay.
That's where that starts from.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So to have dual citizenship, like a lot of people did, like Sidney Poitier did, people like that, you know, they were born somewhere at a young age.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But then they also got their citizenship. So in other words, I didn't get the backstory, but he was probably born in Russia.
Right.
But he lives in America. So then he got a citizenship in America, became a citizen in America.
Yeah, but he wasn't born in America.
Right.
So how is it a dual citizenship?
Because
you would have to be born in both places at the same time, right?
Right, but you can earn your citizenship though.
I just said that, and you just...
No, you said...
I said independent, being a citizen and independent.
Has nothing to do
you know
with
you could be an independent also, right?
Independent has nothing to do with this. But the whole point is, Roy Jones going over there to get her. He wants to. He says he's willing to put his life on the line and go talk to. So he's been talking to the people close to Putin,
right?
You know that he knows close to him, and they're willing to have a conversation about a prison exchange.
So, what prisoner does Russia want?
So far, we know he want this guy that's a guns dealer and arms dealer. He's a pretty bad guy. Like,
they not getting him back.
I think we may get him back though.
Oh man,
because
the United States ain't swapping that out. The guns dealer card is bigger than the basketball player, the WNBA player card. So I don't know.
So there's the governor, Bill Richardson, who was he was a former governor of New Mexico.
Right.
He just in April, similar situation, brought a guy home. His name is Trevor Reed.
Okay.
He was a prisoner in Russia, set for 2 years. They say fictitiously espionage, but that was his charge. He sat for 2 years, but this former governor of Mexico went and got Trevor Reed. And now he's working on going to get Brittany Griner in Russia. And see, and people feel like that she only been there for a couple of months. You got guys that's been there for a few years.
It's only been it's been longer than a couple of months, right?
A few months.
So that war been going on for like 3 months, right?
That war been going on for a minute.
Oh, okay, so she been over there that long.
Yeah. But I'm saying that he been there for 2 years. And they just got him in April. Right.
Okay.
And so this guy, he's planning on going to get her.
Okay. So a guy from the United States already went to Russia and got a prisoner out and brought him back to America.
Correct.
Okay.
So they plan on having negotiations for,
I mean, the billionaires can get it done. So, I mean, I don't see what the problem is.
I don't know if it's a billionaire situation. I think Putin is he's showing his power. And it's for power.
Putin being petty. Right now, he's being serious.
That's what I mean by power. But there was a conversation. They were saying, do you think she would want to come back to America? I mean, LeBron James had this thing online.
She'll swim back to America if she could.
He felt like,
where's she going to go?
Because they're not going to get her.
Where's she going to go?
Because they feel like they're not going to get her. Oh, she's a star, and she's a basketball star. And
she has to play in America in order to be an asset, right?
Nah, she plays overseas during the offseason of WNBA.
But the WNBA is an American thing, right?
Right, but she's a star.
But she still has to play for the WNBA.
No, she does. No, she plays in there's other professional basketball leagues
that she plays in.
Right.
I mean, everybody want to come to America. I don't know why, but
you don't know why? Tell me your options. Where would you go? I want to hear this.
Brazil would be number one on my list. And you're going to go get me some cardboard boxes and I'll live on the beach.
In Brazil.
I'll bathe in the ocean, the whole nine.
You know they got fake butts in Brazil, though.
Why?
They do. It's a lot of, I'm just saying, they got a lot of surgery.
I mean, they known for the Brazilian butt lift. What they need surgeries for?
I'm just saying. It's a lot of, it's a lot of fakeness going on.
I don't know why.
You know, Kim Kardashian started that BBL buzz. You know, she's the one who started that. She started doing it, so everybody else started doing it.
So Kim Kardashian started the fake butts?
3 years ago. Like, everybody's talking about BBL now.
Right.
But this been going on for 3 years. Like, everybody's late now, and now Kim Kardashian is, like, phasing off of it. Like,
so she the queen of the fake butts.
Hey, listen, man. I don't know if you call a BBL fake butt, because it's just taking one fat and taking your fat from your body and putting it on your butt. So that may count as being real. I don't know. It's not no implant or silicone.
I mean, it takes almost perfection to get it formed properly where it doesn't look like an indeficiency. It looks like a natural butt that your mother and your pop made, nature, God made is just, it's perfect. But them butts are,
But you can't.
You can tell that they filled with a lot of stuff.
No, but the BBL looks very natural. It's hard to take because, like I said, it's not an implant of a foreign substance.
It's just fat coming from your body.
It's your fat that
and
they take
put it in your butt.
They may take it from your hip or your side of your stomach or somewhere like that.
Right.
And they put it on your butt, or they may put it on your hips. Like they grab fat from somewhere.
Can they put anybody fat in your butt? Like, say somebody wanted to sell their fat.
That might be an idea. Instead of being a blood donor, be fat donors. So now a lot of fat people.
We're gonna patent that on the show right now.
A lot of fat people who just like don't want to work out when you're fat.
Right.
You could donate your fat.
Not donate, sell it.
You could sell it. Yeah, definitely. Right. You ain't gonna donate
it. Fat
you
right out.
You sell your fat. How much would that go for, you think?
$1,000 a pound.
A pound?
A pound.
I think that's we gotta be more than that.
You want more?
Yeah.
$5,000 a pound?
Something like that. It gotta be something. If I'm selling my fat, you know what I mean? See, I be trying to collect fat people as the case. I won't even call them fat. I'm like, your precious jewel. I need your precious jewels over here. I need your precious jewels over here. Because you're going to make us a lot of money. I would start a whole fat farm, like the real fat farm.
Oh, my God, bro.
I'll start a whole fat farm.
Listen, I ain't laughing at fat people. I'm fat.
No, right now we're praising fat people.
You can call me fat.
We're praising fat people because they're going to make us money.
Can we call them fluff cakes, though? Do we got to call them fat? Can we just call them fluff cakes?
We're going to put syrup on them, though? If you want to add a fluff cakes, we got to put the syrup on it.
We got to call them fluffy or puffy, man. I don't like the word fat.
You don't like it fat?
Nah, we call them fluff cakes.
Just call them, you know what I mean? They be BBLs.
BBLs.
Yeah, BBLs. Everybody get the BBLs. I think it's an idea, though, man.
Oh, that's
I mean, that's something to think about, Let's make a phone call after the show and just say, hey, listen, I'm going to, sell some fat to y'all.
To put in butts.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to I'm going to bring a truckload, a bigger bus.
Because whoever donating the fat, they would have to be in the room with the person that wants the fat. When they suck the fat out and then go move into the operation of putting that fat freshly into her buttocks.
Well, you actually lay them side by side with the tube. You suck it out, it just goes right in. Suck it out, it just goes right in. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect plan. Yeah, that's a perfect plan.
I'm all in for that. But all right. So your boy Deion Sanders, man, he's in the news again. He has the HBCU team.
Right. The college kids.
Yeah, the college kids. Mm-hmm. And even though they're paying him $300,000 a year, he's willing to donate half his salary just to build the facilities and the training facilities because he feel like that'll help more people come. So I'm like, yeah.
I mean, Deion is doing a great thing, man. Because we all know Deion don't need that $300,000. He could donate the whole thing. But I mean, he really wants to help these kids, man. He's really rooting for the underdog.
I think he needs $300,000.
No, he don't.
Then why he give the whole thing up then? If I'm gonna give you my whole check, then that's the case.
I mean, why take everything? I mean, you don't have to take everything. You're already donating half. Right. Who donating half of their salary to anything?
But you don't think that's I'm not gonna call them crazy, but you don't think that's a really situation like you really want this? Like if I donate half my check, we better win a championship. Ain't nothing less than the ring. We better win the whole division, the whole HBCU, the whole whatever it's called, the Super Bowl. We better win the whole thing.
If I'm donating half my check, be sure that I'm dying.
And you better give me.
I might be dead by the end of the year.
And you better give me a statue.
Half of my check, I can't afford that.
That's what I'm saying. And you better give me a statue. I want a statue for that.
You said you want a statue for that?
I want a statue for that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta push it in too, Ken. Yeah, I don't appreciate you. You know, I'm donating. if that's the case, man. But I'm just I read that and I said he's really serious about turn this program around. But why can't he just create and get it from the actual alumni? Why can't you just put together an alumni organization to donate for the football program? I guess I know it's a time limit because he wants to get this done before season starts. Right. But he feel like that's going to help bring more recruits in.
Right. I mean, Deion a hustler. I mean, he's very intelligent. He's a very intelligent man. I see him trying to build the program, because the bigger the program gets, the bigger his paycheck gets. Right. Because this college coach is getting $10 million a season. So that little $300,000 is like he coaching a high school team or something.
Who getting $10 million a season?
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Alabama coach.
He getting $10 million?
Clemson coach.
$10 million?
What's the green team?
I don't think it's
whatever.
Oregon.
It's a bunch of Oregon coach.
I don't think it's $10 million.
Yeah, it's $10 million.
But they getting $10 million. I don't think it's $10 million.
Yeah, it's $10 million.
I don't think it's $10
million. Yeah, it's $10 million.
You think it's 10?
It's $10 million.
All right.
The big programs, what is it? The AC-10?
10?
Yeah, right.
Not $3 million, not $5 million, but 10?
$9 and $10 million.
$9-10 million. All right. I can't even say that.
Yeah.
So have you ever been on a bad date? Right, not you, but in general, somebody been on a bad date. Let me just put it out there. This is lady. She had a date, right? Mm-hmm. The guy stood her up, so she's suing him for $10,000, and this thing's actually going to court.
So she got stood up.
Supposedly he didn't show up,
and he didn't show up.
He didn't show up,
and she's suing him.
I believe this is Michigan, Flint, Michigan.
She's suing him.
These women are, and
for $10,000.
They're on the Zoom. They're on the whole Zoom thing, doing the court thing. Right. And the judge is saying this has to go to a different part of court because we're not. And she's arguing back and forth with this guy. And this poor guy's there, and he's like, she's suing him for $10K because he didn't show up. And I'm sitting there like, this is crazy.
Wow.
This is crazy. And
I mean, why does she think she deserved $10,000 for being stood up? That's the question.
She says that it caused intentional infliction of emotional distress. Claiming it was less than a perfect date. She said he left her on the mom's birthday anniversary of her death. And she's
if she wins, we all doing it. If she wins this case, we're all doing it. I'm going out on a date. I'm gonna try to get me a date.
She's definitely gonna win this, but it's the point that
ain't no way on earth.
It's the point that she actually filed it.
She ain't winning.
She filed $10K. I said I'm gonna sue you for $10K for a bad date. Now it says bad date, but supposedly when you listen, he didn't even show up. Like he didn't even show up. But I don't know if they have history with each other. I don't know how it went. They didn't get to that detail. You just see them in court arguing, and she's arguing with the judge. Like, somebody like that, you better be glad you ain't going to take her.
Bro, if she win this case, forget trying to get money from a car accident. Just go on a date and say it's the worst date ever. Say you're emotionally distressed and I'm suing you for $10,000. Is that easy?
I mean, I don't know what she's going through, but she's not going to win it. But I was just like, is that what we're coming to? Are we suing for bad dates now?
Whew, that's a hustle right there. Dang, man.
I'm like, can you actually do that? Sue somebody?
I can't believe she has that much time on her hands, bro. But, you know, more power to her. I see. I mean, it's a hustle. She pushing. Now, she probably going, is it lawyers involved?
I don't know if the lawyers involved.
Or is it just one of them court cases like we watch on TV?
No, it was a real court situation taking place in Michigan. And
I would sue her. If I had to pay for a lawyer to fight this case, I would sue her after the case is over.
All I know is, I'm
going to need all that money back.
I don't know what the women doing in Flint, Michigan, but
it's the water. You don't know?
It got to be. Because she actually was going, like, she's arguing with the judge, saying that, you know, he's this, he's that. Right. And the judge is like trying to reason with her, and she's barking at the judge.
Right.
I mean,
right.
And this is on the whole Zoom thing. The poor guys in the corner being quiet, listening.
Wow.
He's probably thankful he didn't, you know. But can you imagine their phone conversation when she was going to sue him? Wow. Why are we talking about suing? You know, good old Sesame Place is you know, Sesame Place. We know Sesame Place. Good old Pennsylvania, Sesame Place.
I'm broken from that,
Langhorne.
Bro. I'm broken from that.
You're broken?
I'm broken.
From you mean?
I grew up on Sesame Street, bro.
Yeah. So, but listen. I feel like we're pushing this racial thing a little too far now.
Why?
Because
you are a cartoon character. To those children, I hate to say it, you're bigger than God. Listen, you're the biggest figure in their life.
Listen.
They watch these characters every day on their phone. They're entuned to these characters. These characters are their heroes. These people ain't pay their money and bring their children to Sesame Place for their children to be rejected.
All right, so before you get into there, let's play out what happened, right?
All right, good.
So what we're going to talk about with Sesame Place, you know what happened.
Yes.
Those that don't know,
right?
They're bringing up charges saying it was a racial incident with Sesame Place, because the actual Muppet character or the character what it was in the costume was walking to the parade, giving high fives, and it was two black little girls, and he didn't give them a high five and kept it moving.
Right.
I feel like that was wrong 100%.
Right.
But we don't know. We can't say if he gave anybody in the whole parade that was black a high five. To just say because that happened, it's a racial. That's what I'm saying. To say that happened, like people have a good time at Sesame Place, and I just feel like getting everybody involved for this movement. I think everybody wants attention right now.
It's a very, very gullible part of you.
No,
I mean you could be my storyist, but there's a part of you that's very gullible. You know when I say you wasn't allowed off the steps, and you always agreed with me?
So
that part of your life kind of affected you a little bit.
All right, so listen.
Because I'm gonna let you finish and I'll go. Go ahead.
Nah, because you want to come at me, let me help you out.
I'm not coming at you.
No, you said I'm gullible. That's coming at me. So because you said I'm gullible, I'm just saying is, how can you prove, right, that it was done out of racism is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it was right to what was done. But why is it that every time something happens, the first thing we claim is it's a race thing? And that's what I'm saying. And this is why I'm gonna take it all the way back to Trayvon Martin. That's why Zimmerman's running around free, right? Because everybody went on and said that was a race situation, right? Who didn't know that he's half Hispanic, half white. He didn't know he took a black person to the prom, stuff like that. If we would just say, you know, he killed somebody, and you know what I mean, actually, and Zimmerman's partner that the business they had was black. If we would just say you killed a 16-year-old person, blah blah blah, let that case go. Let that case run its course. Once you start saying it's racial, now we got to just prove that it wasn't a racial situation. And that's all I'm saying is that why we jumping out the gun and saying that what happened at Sesame Place was racist off the rip. It was wrong what happened to the kids, and that shouldn't have happened. And the person needed to be smacked for what they did. You know, because the way he did it, you know what I'm saying? But how can you automatically say that was a racist thing that was done? That's all I'm saying.
First of all, people of color are globally, you know, racism, we experience racism globally, not just from whites. We experience it from Asians, Indians, Africans. We experience it doesn't matter if he was half Hispanic or half white. The intent was racism. First of all, why is adults trying to high-five the characters? It's supposed to be about the children. So when you this character and you high-fiving adults and you flagging off little baby girls, I want to rip the thing off your head.
I agree with that.
Personally.
I agree with that.
And as an adult, if you standing there as an adult and you, first of all, no adult should be high-fiving these characters.
No,
it's about the damn kids.
I high-five the Muppets.
And I'm going to be mad at you, too. I'm going to be looking at you like you a damn noodle.
I'm high-fiving all the
But
Muppets.
anyway.
Mickey Mouse included.
Anyway, if I'm standing there and you just high-five my children and you flag those little girls, I'm going to approach you.
That's fine.
And they not even my children.
That's fine.
But I'm going to... Listen, man.
I'm agreeing with all of that.
They would have called security on me.
I'm agreeing
with all that. If I was there.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would have. Because I'd have grabbed him by the back of that joint, threw him on the ground, and ripped that thing off the top of his head, and I would have put his face on Instagram. People need to know and see who this is. Yeah, they would have called the police on me.
You wouldn't do that.
Definitely. I'm definitely doing that. It's ignorance, man.
I agree it's ignorance. I totally agree 100% ignorance. I'm not saying
how you going to ignore the little babies that came to see you? They're there for you.
I agree with that.
They're not there for the adults. They there for the kids.
I agree with that too. I just said, how can we call it racist?
It is racist.
Because
highly racist. You going to high five grown Caucasian men and women. And I'm not going to talk about the babies. I'm going to leave the babies out of it. I'm just talking about the adults.
Do you know how?
Because I love all children. It don't matter what color they are. I just love children. And I would like to do for them all if I can.
Because you're a big child yourself.
But, true. But, on the same note, for this character to high-five adults, let's just take the racism out of it.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
For him to high-five or her to high-five adults, at Sesame Place. At Sesame Place. It's for the kids. You gonna high-five the adults and flag the little girls?
Listen, I agree with that being wrong. That's my whole point. I said that's wrong. But like you said, I take the racism out of it. It was wrong. That's all I'm saying. It's like the media's running with this racist thing. And what I don't like about that is that it takes away from real racial situations that happen. You know what I mean? And what you do is downplay and water down that we have racial things. You know what I mean? That's the issue. Matter of fact, while we on it, let's talk about what's going on with what happened to BLM, right?
Okay.
In Minnesota.
Okay.
Right? We all know that BLM, Black Lives Movement matter, right?
Yes.
It's getting a little ridiculous. Why?
Why?
Because there was a shooting, of course, right? Where they shot, killed, black guy, sniped them out, right?
Yeah.
And so now everybody's protesting that was wrong to kill him. So the BLM gets involved, right? Now,
and where did this happen?
Minnesota.
Okay, Minnesota.
Right?
So they murdered another person of color, the police.
Right, sounds terrible.
Okay.
They should never do it, right?
Right.
Now, but let's get some details in here.
Okay.
The guy had a firearm, right? He shot and tried to kill a lady and the children. She has holes in her wall. Right? So now it's a shootout. He has a shootout with the cops because they had to apprehend him.
Okay.
And so they're going to do a rally for that to try to say that was wrong for killing him. Then someone tried to say, well, he's mentally challenged or whatever they tried to say. But at the end of the day, BLM got involved and tried to say it was unjustified to shoot him, right? And as you may probably get to say something, the lady, right, who's dealing with that, she comes out to the parade.
Okay.
With her car, kids in the car, and she's yelling. She's saying, stop all this honoring him because he shot at me, this hole in my kitchen wall. I was trying to cook. My kids are terrorized. He was like, she's like, how are you guys going to honor this guy? You know what I'm saying? After he was just trying to shoot at me. Mind you, they came because he was coming. That's how it all happened. He came dealing with her, the shootout and everything. Cops come, find him. It's the gun out, shoot out. They kill him, snipe him out. And then BLM was like, that's wrong. You killed another black man. Yeah,
I don't want to sit here and say that it was justified. Okay, but law enforcement is in place for a reason, right? So therefore, he had a gun. He fired the gun. He could have hit one of the children. He could have murdered her. He could have murdered one of them children. Then he got into a shootout with the police. All right, he has to, he bought that. You have to face them consequences. But the reason we are here today with the BLM and all that other stuff is because of the privilege. The privilege is making problems throughout the entire United States of America. Because you can have a white man wrestle the police to the ground, try to take their gun, and the restraint of the white police officer towards another white person is extremely immense compared to the patience with a person of color. They don't even have patience with a child with a toy gun in the playground playing with a toy gun. They murder him and said that the child was a bad person. That's why that child got murdered.
Okay.
But then you can have white children shooting at the police, and you can actually hear the police say, please, please, please.
All right, so
they don't want to kill. Please don't make me kill you. Begging the children not to make them kill them. It doesn't work like that for us. It's like instant grits with us.
So why does so you look at BLM, right? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm like, throw the whole thing away at this point.
Right.
Because I think it's just watered down, right? Mm-hmm. The strength of what it's supposed to represent,
right,
it's not doing what it should be doing, because there should be certain criteria and guidelines when you pull this power out. If something is so powerful, right, you got to pull it out, right?
Right.
You're marching not for activists, not for a person with a PhD, not for the person. You're marching for a person that was shooting out, trying to kill a woman and her children. The cops kill them, and you're marching for that? And like, you brought the whole BLM out for that?
Yeah, that I don't agree with that.
Why do I always got to break it down this way to you for you to get it?
No, I'm just saying I don't. I don't agree with that.
But I always got to break it down.
I don't agree with that, but I don't condone the loss of life on any level. When I see some of the worst criminals get a pass, I seen a guy go in and murder 20 children and get a pass. I seen a guy go in a supermarket and murder 11 women, elderly women and men, and get a pass and get protected by the police. So I don't condone it. But what I'm trying to tell you what the problem is in the United States of America is the privilege, and it's never going away. The privilege is bigger than all of us.
All right, but we're not talking about the privilege. We're talking about BLM, right?
I'm telling you what starts this. Okay. I'm telling you why BLM is started.
All right, so
because of the privilege.
It originally started with the purpose that made sense, in my opinion, right?
Yes.
But now you guys are marching for all kinds of, like I said.
Yeah, they overdoing it. They overkilling it now.
The women had to come. That's what I'm saying.
They overkilling.
That's what I'm saying.
Anytime the woman drove out there with her children to stop the parade,
because she's like, how
they definitely is on overkill. And yes, everything. I can't say this out of my mouth.
All right, well, don't then. Today, don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Everything isn't racist. It's just not.
Oh wow!
But
that's impressive.
A high percentage, and the majority of it is. It's never going away.
But that's my whole point. All I was saying is, what happened in Minnesota, the BLM rally getting involved. We need to restart BLM. We need to do something different now. Come up with something different, because BLM has, in my case, remember, you got the founders in California embezzling the funds and the money and buying mansions. Like, it's all just whatever at this point. Like,
if you want to come up with a very huge campaign and you want to come up with something very big, come up with something like American Lives Matter, and all Americans come together to stop all of this gun violence and murdering that's going on the entire United States
I'm
of
glad
America.
You brought up gun violence. You brought up gun violence.
Running, ain't you?
Because listen, we
don't Kelly Drive.
Because listen,
come on, Chief.
Because listen,
can I breathe?
Now you ain't breathing.
Can I take a breath?
I told you get in shape. Get your cardio on. So listen.
All right, bro. God.
So the gun violence, like you're talking about, right?
Right.
Now, people were trying to say stop the guns, right? Stop the guns, stop the guns, right? But remember when I was talking about Sammy the Bull, he was saying the bad guy will always have a gun. So that gun was going to help things from happening when the bad guy are doing things, right? There was an incident that took place in the mall.
Right.
It was a gunman
Right.
with a rifle, shoots 2 people, killed 3 total, but he shot 3 people, right?
Yeah.
And a food court in the mall, just plucking them off, shooting.
God, man.
He got two ARs with the ARs,
AR longs.
AR-15s.
The longs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
He's 20 years old. Plucking them. Right?
Where this happening?
I'll tell you in a second.
All right, go ahead.
You know what I mean? Because I got it in the notes, but I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
But it happened in the mall, right? And the issue is, what I'm saying is, everybody's saying we know. This happened in Indiana. There you go. Indiana, this happened. Mall in Indiana. He goes into the mall, sits in the bathroom for an hour, comes out shooting full court, right?
Right.
Killed 3 people, injured a few others. That's a young guy, 22 years old, with a hammer license, banged him from across, bang, took him out. So that means the good Samaritans with the guns. So we need guns to go against guns. So the answer to all this guns and all this, what's going on with mass shootings, we need the good guy with the guns. Because the good guy with the gun stopped him from killing more people because he killed the gunman that was shooting them. That's like a whole movie story right there.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, let's hear it.
We in here in Billionnear Radio right now, right?
Right.
What do you think the capacity is to hold? How many people you think this place could hold?
I don't know.
Imagine trying to stuff 300 people. You think 300 people could fit in here?
I don't know, but just go.
That's how many people were murdered this year in the city of Philadelphia. All murders.
Okay.
That's a lot of bodies.
Okay.
People would like to think that's a lot of bodies.
It's like almost 400 shootings this year, just in general in America.
300 murders.
Okay.
Not 1 or 2 a year. We ain't even finished the year.
Right.
We guaranteed at the pace we going, it's going to be over 700.
Probably.
Before January.
Okay.
Or more.
All right.
Now take all those bodies, take 1,000 bodies and just try to put it in a room of human, and you're like, oh, that's human beings. It's 1,000 human beings in here. That's a lot of bodies, right? Murdered. Just wipe them all off the face of the planet, man.
I'm just trying to see where you're going.
You saying we need people with guns, the good guys with the guns, right? But what about the bad guys with the guns?
All right, let me break it down. The bad guy has the guns. As I said, you got to have a gun because the bad guy has a gun. What happened in the mall was a mass shooting that was stopped. As he started shooting and everybody started running, the guy killed the gunman that was doing the shooting with the AR. And he was, they say he's a good Samaritan, of course. He was licensed to carry. He had a handgun, 22. So instead of him running, he shot.
I heard everything you said.
So what I'm saying is, if people have guns, the bad guy got guns.
Right.
We need to. That means that we need to have people that have guns also to combat that, because that's the only way you're going to stop that.
I hear your concept, Big Arm, but I just don't agree with it. Because let me ask you a question. If we had laws where Americans weren't even allowed to carry firearms, are we having this conversation?
Why would you do something like that?
Because there are places where civilians just can't have firearms.
In America?
Only the police have.
In America?
I'm talking about in the world,
no,
period.
Let's talk America, man. Let's talk America.
Oh, well, let's talk America.
Okay, let's talk America.
So why do we need firearms in America?
I broke all those things down for the same reason, because the bad guy.
But yet the bad guy can't have a gun if it's outlawed.
No, you gotta have a gun, man. You gotta have a gun to protect your family, right? Protect your family.
I'm just saying that.
Let's just start with that, to protect your family.
From what?
From somebody
if nobody has guns, What do you need
What we
guns
doing?
for?
So, okay, we need martial arts classes. That we doing? Everybody's doing martial arts.
You like to punch people in the face?
Yes.
Didn't you just tell me you good with them hands of yours?
Listen,
okay.
I haven't done that in a
Okay.
while. I haven't done that in a while, man.
Okay. You take away the guns, you eliminate a lot of the fakes. Because there's a lot of cowards hiding behind those guns.
I'm not saying
You'd be surprised how many how many itches is hiding behind the gun.
I'm not saying
because
that.
they got a gun now, they got heart.
I'm not saying that's not true. I'm definitely not saying that's not true.
Go to prison, but you'll see.
But what I am saying is
where
that
you ain't got no gun.
If there's
all you got is you know, your poker or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
If there's guns going on, what I'm saying is, for right now, if there's guns going on, it shows that if somebody has a gun to combat that, you can stop and save lives. That's all I'm saying.
I understand your point.
And that mall shooting,
my point is,
he was 22 years old.
He would have never had a gun if it was outlawed. You would never have a gun. As a United States citizen, you are not allowed to have a gun.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly too well. That ain't gonna fly too well. Yeah, I mean, you say nobody.
You want to put people in jail for a little piece of crack rock. 5 years. 5 years. We could take your house. We could take your car. We could end your life for a little piece of crack rock. But you scared to go to Texas and take their guns.
Yeah,
and you're scared to go to Illinois, Alabama, down there in the South. You're scared to go down there.
They doing
the United States of America, the government. You got all these weapons of mass destruction.
Okay. So Lateef's
Army,
answer,
Navy, and everything, but you scared to go to Texas and take their guns.
So Lateef's answer, everybody,
come on,
is everybody put the guns down nicely. No more guns. We're gonna play nice. We're gonna just fight. Right.
That's it. Let's just rumble. Just rumble.
If somebody comes to attack your family with a knife.
You get the bone crusher,
right?
You go get the bone crusher
with the knife.
You get the bone crusher in your hands or whatever, pipes.
Okay.
Everybody pick up a weapon, knife, pipe, bone, whatever. Xbox, PlayStation, and when you come into the home, that'll be your last time.
So the police can have guns, though, right?
To protect and serve. That's it. That's it. Because now the police no longer have it. Now the police no longer have that. Oh, I killed them because they had a gun. Police can't use that no longer. The police can no longer say, I shot him because I was in fear of my life. Now the police are the only ones with the guns. The people who are protecting the servant are the only ones with the guns. So how you going to murder us now? What are you murdering us for now?
I feel like you've thought long and hard about this whole matter in your head. Like right now you're playing out
no,
how you really thought how it should be played out in your head.
That was a freestyle, bro.
You know what I mean?
That was a freestyle.
I don't know about that. I just feel like
I don't even write my 16s down on paper. I do it in my head.
I'm just talking about what I'm saying is I feel like right now, I mean, you're very passionate. I get that. And you feel like the United States of America should have no guns allowed for people to have.
No.
Right. So that means no more hunting, right? No hunt. You're not allowed to hunt, right? Just forget the hunting.
You're allowed to hunt on a reserve that's being supervised.
Oh wow, you got all these
That
conditions.
means when you leave, the gun stays in your whatever. Go home like that. That's how you go.
Okay, so you come hunt and then you put the gun back in the shed. That's how that is.
That's how that works.
In the shed, and then you
That's
go
how
home.
that works.
So you can only get the gun.
That's how it works
when you come hunt.
All these shootings happen by police officers because they said they was in fear of their life. The guy had a gun. He was trying to shoot at them or he was trying to shoot at another person. They murdered a little girl because she said she was getting ready to stab this other girl. And I just had to kill her because I thought she was getting ready to kill this little girl. You no longer have that excuse once you take the guns away. They're not going to take the guns away. You know why? Because you just talked about an arms dealer that Russia wants back. It's big business. It's big money.
So
you're not going. Listen, it's big. It's big, bro. It's big.
Okay.
Guns is big. Drugs is big.
So while we rolling on guns,
okay.
You know, they talking about what happened at the whole Uvalde shooting, right? They released the camera footage of the actual what happened with the police footage, the cameras, and they're really showing them in the hallways with this guy that's shooting. The shooting of Uvalde down in Texas, right? When they shot the school up, the guy killed in the school.
They killed the 20 kids and a couple of teachers.
Yeah,
they got actual footage of that.
Yes.
Okay, how that's going down?
They have 365 police officers respond to the scene. They look like cowards, okay? They are running to the door and running back away. Like, they're really, like, scared.
And these kids is just taking shots. These little babies just taking shots, and you got 365
responded from all over.
Days of the year.
And nobody.
Law enforcement officers outside of this school.
Listen.
All 365 of them could have bum rushed through that door. You probably would have lost 8 police officers out of 365. And we lost 20 children because they cowards.
Yeah, they was coward. I watched the video. It's all online. It's going viral right now. It's like whoever the chief, whoever he is, they're mad he got a job right now. I think he took a break, a vacation. I don't know. But to see, like, you hear about stuff. We don't know how. We like, this guy's shooting. We think he's shooting at him. No, they're all lined up outside, scared to go in. They talk to each other. You hit, you all right? And they're running back. Like, it's like, nope. It's like you could have had one Navy SEAL go down there and just took the guy out. Like, but you got all these police officers.
A bunch of cowards.
With armored vests.
But they will handcuff you and shoot you in the back of the head after you handcuff. Cowards.
Scared to get hit.
Cowards. Don't want to break a fingernail. This
scared to get hit. I didn't know what to say when I watched it.
That's why they want guns, man. Because they punks. That's exactly why they want guns.
I can't say all the police. I'm talking about in that area though. Those guys, they didn't want no action, no smoke. I don't know if
they all need to turn their badges and their guns.
They definitely turn their badges in.
All of them.
Because all you see is them is running.
They need to turn that's embarrassing.
You was running.
I would be embarrassed. What's the name of the
Uvalde?
That's the name of their
the whole area
district.
Yeah, Uvalde was that's the name
of the place.
Uvalde,
y'all bunch of PU.
Listen,
man, y'all cowards, bro.
And it took
y'all straight cowards. Y'all should look in the mirror and just look in the mirror the rest of your life and say that I'm a Mitch.
So
I'm a grown Mitch.
And out of 365 of them, right?
Yeah.
There was one hero.
Mm-hmm.
He was the commander of border control. Mm-hmm. He went straight down there. When he came on the scene, went down there, boom, took the ball out.
A man finally came to the scene.
Now, supposedly they was trying to get the keys to get in the door and everything else. This guy, but he's border patrol. That's what I'm saying. The border patrol.
But he was about his business.
He came in there.
A man showed up. Not a little boy, not a coward, not a punk, not a Mitch. A man showed up, went in there and handled his business.
Yeah.
Like I said, all 360, they could have all rushed through there immediately.
And one guy.
Like they showed no urgency. They showed no urgency.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm gonna say I said they were scared. See, when they show the footage, they are outside and then they run inside and you gotta look at them running. They're running.
You're making it worse.
Listen, yes, I am. Because they went in the hallway like they want smoke.
He said it wasn't urgency.
Right.
They were scared.
Yes, they were cowards. You hear the gunshot shooting. I want every police officer to know in America, expect to get shot in a shootout.
Yeah, expect it.
You sign up for that.
Expect it.
They run in. They run down. I'm thinking, well, you don't know what a kid. Man, listen. They run down the hallway, and you hear the gunshots. They running back.
But listen, had they put the guns in the hands of the parents, they would have been in there getting it in.
Well, I'm not saying that's the answer.
Yeah, but they stopped the parents from going in.
Well, because everybody.
These cowards stopped the parents from going in to get their children. It was parents ready to go in there with no gun to get their children. With no gun.
Listen. All right, okay. You gotta understand. Man. The guy was barricaded in, okay? In the closet.
I don't give up.
Okay. So the parents, it wasn't a good idea for the parents. Nah. I'm not saying, see, you going somewhere else. I don't want no unarmed parent going in there for my child. I get it. You're gonna be dead. That's not a smart idea.
You not going in for yours?
I'm gonna have a hammer. I'm gonna have a hammer.
You going in for yours?
I'm gonna have a hammer.
I know I'm going in.
Yeah, I'm hammer. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take the cop gun and go.
Shoot me in my back on the way in for mine, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna take the cop gun.
I'm not trying to wait.
Let's
get it. Let's get it. Now I'm not trying to wait.
I gotta put my martial arts skills out and take the gun out the cop.
365 officers, and the show is over. I don't even call them officers. I'm gonna call them cowards.
But
365 Mitches.
But before we close it
and
out,
the show is over.
Kevin Samuels, they finally found out what his death was. You know, he was the internet guy.
Right.
The dates, everybody getting mad at him, saying he was coming out of blacks, and the actual nurse that was there with him today, and his heart hurt. They pretty much said it was hypertension, saying that it was issue with his heart,
right,
strain on his heart,
right,
and so they're trying to say he died of hypertension, which is normal cause. I just want to tell the family, get your lawyers, because find out who subscribed him that, because there's no proof that he had a subscription medicine for that. They're trying to say that he had subscription for heart failure or heart issues, and he was already taking pills when they found him in his system.
So you talking about the guy that the women don't like?
Yeah.
The dude that be going at the women hard?
Yeah.
They killed him.
No, we talking about the nurse.
The nurse killed him.
Well, I'm not going to say the nurse killed him. Because,
how did he get that prescription?
Just say allegedly. I don't know. Allegedly. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he had a prescription. I'm saying.
How did he get hold of the pills?
That's my point.
They're
saying it's in. That's what I'm saying.
Automatically, it's gonna go to her being a nurse.
But they just said
pills is around.
They just said no foul play, and they said it's normal death because they said it was caused by hypertension in the heart.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what the autopsy said.
Right.
Okay.
So they made it look like it's supposed to look.
Okay.
And I'm just saying, no, we need to find out.
You said they made it look like it was supposed to look. That sounded like a setup to me. Who made it look like it was supposed to look?
So what I'm saying is, whoever did whatever, we need to find out who the doctor that wrote a prescription to prove that he was on that medicine.
Okay, now all right, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, let's go get him.
You know.
Yeah.
But if you guys are new to the channel, you guys like what you heard, like,
comment,
share,
subscribe.
Billionaire Radio, episode 66, sponsored by Outfit for You. We out of here, baby.
Billions.